Hey guys, today I'm working on a new project. I've made some collage pages with a layer of tissue paper over the top. And this one, I used uh, the white sheet, single sheet of napkin. And this one is just some like gift wrap tissue paper. And the original paper looks like this, and I just cut it down to the page size before I even started, and I'm going to be using this one today. And I also have some brown tissue paper that I will be using as well. And basically I'll show you the ones I finished first. I finished this one. It's my favorite. I really like it. It has birds and butterflies and flowers and things like that. And then it's just glued over a collage page. So, except for this one, it doesn't have like a piece of paper. It's just collage. I collaged it directly onto the tissue paper and then laid down a layer of glue and collage that, but it makes it too thin for like a book cover. So but also too thick for just a signature page. So I'm gonna be making like tags or something with this one and with this one. I did with like book pages and magazine pages for a more like colorful page, and it's thin, a little thicker because I used magazines and a little bit thicker than the normal book pages, but still I'm gonna have to use it for like tags or things like something like that, or some kind of other junk journal embellishments or ephemera type of tags or things like that. And for these ones, I collaged with book pages and magazine pages, and I just collaged it over a piece of, normal size like paper, and using up some of this yellow paper that someone gave me that I really don't like, but it'll be collaged over. And I did the same with this one with just book pages and like music sheets, and there's a songbook and just some random pages. And I'm going to be gluing the tissue paper over the tops of these today, and then I'll do the other side later. And for the book pages, I just used a variety of different book pages, songbooks, and that one's Romeo and Juliet page, and then just some random book pages. But I'm not going to be doing the collaging today. I was just showing you which types of papers I was using, but today I'm just going to be gluing showing you how I get the tissue paper onto there. So I'm just using white glue, thin down with probably 25% water. So it's relatively thin, but not super thin. And it still holds down the tissue paper really well without being too thick and making it so it's hard to work with. I'm just going to cover the entire page. When I did the collage, I collaged basically over, so the pieces of paper were over the edges of the page, and then I trimmed it down. Now I found that to be, instead of trying to line up pages too much with the edges and the corners and things, although I did do a few at the corners just to make things easier. And I'm just using a piece of plastic from a cleaned cereal bag. I saved those for this type of project, and I can just either throw them away or use them again if they aren't too bad. And I think that I want to use these ones for book covers if it turns out good. I'm just going to try to line this up because you get one chance basically for this. So there we go. It's not super easy, but and there are going to be wrinkles in it, so. But I really like how these are turning out. I think they're really interesting and fun way to make a page or a book cover. I mean, if you don't mind thicker pages, because they're pretty thick. They're, you know, lots of glue makes them thicker, and they're also 3 layers or 4 layers, so. You really gotta gently push it down. And then I'll have to trim the edges later. There we go. And then I will collage the other side and do the same thing, and I'll have a book cover. And I'm going to do this one with the brown, with the brown tissue. Just for like a distress look, I guess, or an older look, vintagey look, I guess. This is a pretty messy project. That's why I didn't want to do the entire collage page. That would have taken a while to do on camera. It seems like things like that take longer to do when you're filming than when you're just doing it at your kitchen table for some reason. I don't know why, but it does. And everybody knows how to make a collage. It's pretty self-explanatory, so I don't normally show every bit of every project that I do. And this one has a lot of there's like some floral book pages, a few magazine pages with little spots of color in there, different book pages, some maps. And I'm going to lay this on here. Like I said before, you pretty much just get one chance to do it right. Because once it sticks, it sticks. And you can like feel the glue through this with your hand, so you have to put it on pretty thick. And then when it dries, of course, it's not sticky anymore. It holds down really well. This part I'm going to have to put a little bit more glue on. I really like how this is turning out. I think it's really pretty. Put a little bit more glue in a couple of spots. I'm kind of pressing it down with the brush. There we go. More spots. They're like, I don't know if you can see it, but they're like the tissue paper is sticking up, like a bubbling, so. Okay, and then I just let it dry. The other ones I let dry overnight, so it does probably take several hours to dry. And that is my video for today, and I will see you guys later.